Here are 15 of the best Ask Reddit stories for today. I hope you enjoy and remember to subscribe. It really helps us out. We post new videos every day.
And we're all set to purchase the home. I just need proof of income and we can send in our offer. The heck you mean by proof of income? I ain't broke. I don't like when people assume so. Yeah, I understand, bro. I just need your proof of income and I'll be able to get you an approval. That's the only thing I'm missing. And that's weekly.
My husband's Tinder date contacted me and now I know why he has stopped going down on me. We have 3 small children together and he stopped eating me out after I gave birth. I missed it, but he did me off other ways, so I wasn't really bothered and didn't make the connection. 2 weeks ago a woman contacted me on Facebook. She said that she suspected that my husband is the one she's going out with and she showed me his profile picture. How dumb are men nowadays, or at least men in my country, when you can easily find out their marital status, the address, and who lives at their address with one Google search. Anyway, in his profile, it was very important for him that women he looked for are child-free. I made a fake profile and started swiping men my husband's age until I found him. We started talking and he was not the same man I married. I mean, I know it's him, but he was cold, rude, excited and calculated. Only talked about lovemaking, not the warm man that comes home to us every evening to help me with the children, tuck them, read them stories, and then spend the rest of the evening cozying me up in the sofa. When I asked him why he only wanted child-free, he said this: "I can't stand the look of downstairs on mothers. I have been living in a haze. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I can't leave him." The woman who contacted me stayed in touch. She said she could help me find a job and she owns a few apartment buildings and is willing to give me one until I can start paying rent. How can life change so drastically in just 2 weeks?
Oh, you're really cute. Why don't you have a boyfriend? My parents aren't really cool with that yet. What about you? Why don't you have a girlfriend? Because your parents aren't really cool with it yet. Can't lie, you attractive as heck. Thank you. I go to jail Monday, but I got 3 days to turn up. Oh wow, for how long? 8 years. What you do? Attempt murder. What you doing?
My husband pulled my hair over our son's pacifier. Our son is 4 years old. He occasionally still uses a pacifier, when he's tired or stressed. It's how he soothes himself. My husband hates it, but he usually doesn't see it since he's at work and I'm the one who puts our children to bed. This morning he saw our son with it and said, "Take it out, you're too old." Our son listened, but once we were alone I told my husband he shouldn't bother him about it. I told him I'd understand if he wanted it all the time for long periods, but he doesn't. And he never does it in public. My husband grabbed my braids and held it tightly, saying, "Listen to me, stop encouraging my son to act like a baby, he needs to grow up properly." It hurt enough for my eyes to water. I wasn't even arguing with him. I just feel like I have the right to an opinion about my child who I gave birth to.
Cheated on my wife 3 years ago. She agreed to forgive me if we opened the marriage, but now I live in agony every day. So basically my wife, 39, found out that I, 41, have been hooking up with a woman I met online who lived 2 hours away. When the woman visited, we checked into a hotel. This went on for 3 months and we had met a handful of times. When my wife caught us, she was waiting in the hotel lobby and saw us coming down from the room. She left me the next day. We separated for 8 months and they were terrible on all of us, especially the children. Male 9, female 7, female 3. We started talking about getting back together. My wife thought that since our love-making life wasn't enough for me, and that she was sure I will cheat on her again, we might as well open the marriage. I told her no because I've learned my mistake, but she wouldn't waver. I relented. We decided, she did, not to tell each other when, where and with whom. Now, over 2 years later, we are back to normal on the outside. On the inside I'm dying a little each day. Every time I see her happy I wonder if this is just her old bubbly self or if she was thinking of someone. She is a very beautiful woman and I'm sure she has no problems finding men who want her. Whenever she takes a shower after coming home, whenever she rejects my advances, I think that she has been with someone and that kills me. I have tried to discuss closing the marriage again, but she shuts these attempts very quickly with the divorce card. Before all this happened we had amazing love making several times a week, but now, we have probably done it 4 to 5 times these past 3 years. She demands I use protection and she refuses to let me eat her or make her finish in any way. I stopped asking because the love making is painfully bad now. I haven't slept with anybody else because the look on my wife's face in that lobby still makes me sick with guilt. I don't know how much more I can take. I love my wife and I want to spend the rest of my life with her. Will she ever stop punishing me? Have you ever forgiven a cheating spouse and stopped punishing them? What's going on? Sick of people telling me I'm not manly because of the way my relationship with my girlfriend is built. I have to talk about this somewhere, so I decided to do it here. I live together happily with my girlfriend. We both decided that she should be the one making all the money because she makes more than twice the amount of what I could make with my qualifications. So we decided that I'm gonna be a stay-at-home husband. We're not married yet, but we plan to. While she is making the money, I take care of the household all by myself, taking care of the dogs, and even though she provides the money, I do the financial planning and the paperwork. I also have a mini job where I work maybe 2 days a week. But sometimes people, mainly men, tell me I'm not manly for being financially dependent on my GF and I don't know what their problem is. Even some male family members say that sometimes and it pisses me off. Why can't they just mind their own effing business? I love the way this relationship works. My girlfriend always tells me how she loves to spoil me and sometimes she even brings me little presents like games for my PlayStation 5 or she takes me out for dinner. The only thing that I don't like about that is that I wish I could return the same energy because I want her to feel love the same way she makes me feel and I don't make enough money with my mini job to do so. Yes, I know that money probably isn't necessary for I'm talking about spoiling her with gifts as well or something like that. I don't feel like I'm any less of a man because of that. We're in 2022. Let people live their lives and mind your own business.
I can't take my husband's jokes anymore. My husband's ex-wife cheated on him. He caught her on camera. It devastated, though he admits now that there were signs he ignored since the beginning of his relationship. This has tainted the way he thinks about women. Shortly after we started dating, he would start with the suspicions, over seemingly little innocent things, but I ignored them, understanding the hurt he'd been through. Having experienced it myself in my marriage, I thought eventually I could prove that he could trust in me. Along with accusations, he likes to make jokes that feel like passive-aggressive accusations. I wash our bedding or towels. It must have been because I had my boyfriend over. I say something to that he doesn't remember me telling him. Must have been because I actually told it to my boyfriend. I want to take our son to a toddler time at the pool. Oh, is that where you are meeting your boyfriend? And so on and so on. Only a few days ago, he straight up asked me if I was cheating on him because he saw a friend of his touch my leg at a cookout. Didn't happen, it was dark. He was drinking, maybe looked like it from his angle, but didn't happen. I, like always, assured him that I am loyal to him. This afternoon I was trying to send a picture of a chalk drawing of a cartoon that I had done to my oldest daughter. I accidentally sent it to my husband. When I realized the mistake, I told him. His response, "You sure you didn't mean to send it to your partner?" At first, I was just going to ignore my irritation and say no, leave it at that, but I ended up saying, "I don't have another partner, but thanks for once again calling me a W word." He told me, like I told my ex, "W words make money." You are just proving what I thought. He believes if you get mad at an accusations, it's because you are guilty. I'm tired of the jokes and the accusations. I'm tired of having to pay.
Today I messed up by answering, "I'm alive," to "How are you?" So I'm a US Army vet. I'm in the process of a VA claim, part of which is mental health related. For those who don't know, the VA contracts out a ton of the exams, called CNP or compensation and pension exams, and those companies take care of all the scheduling, finding doctors, etc. Well, today I got a call from the contractor to schedule my mental health CNP. Caller, "How are you today?" Me, brief pause and sigh, "I'm alive." Caller, "I'm sorry to hear that. I hope." Me, "You're sorry to hear that I'm alive?" Caller, proceeds to have a panic attack. I'm dying laughing and this poor lady is freaking out, apologizing, and desperately trying to reassure me she's glad I'm alive. I'm trying to catch my breath and she's trying to explain she was responding to my tone more than what I said. I tried to tell her I knew what she meant and she was fine, but she was so freaked out. She kept coming back to it during the rest of the call, making sure I knew she was very happy I was alive. I've been in a lot of pain the last couple of days and really needed the laugh, but I feel so bad. I really hope I didn't completely screw up that lady's whole day. Tall is your dad? How tall are you? 6'1", by, tall dad? Yeah, I was told if I'm not 6 feet 3 inches then not to mention my height. Hurts. As it should. You're too short. And how tall are you exactly? 5'2" lol.
Men of Reddit, what was something you didn't know about women till you got with one? How much they shed? 2 women in my house, wife and daughter, and once a month I have to pull a disgusting hairball the size of a large rat out of the shower drain. It's like I live with Chewbacca. Long hair wraps around the vacuum roller brush. Have to cut the hair out of it seasonally. They're able to withstand unbelievable temperatures. Whether it be in the shower or under the blankets. That the buttons on their shirts were on the other side. That blew my mind. When they ask if you want to go to the grocery store, they really want you to go with. I'm not sure where, but somewhere on their bodies they must grow bobby pins or they have a secret bobby pin farm. They multiply and end up everywhere. No matter how many bras they own, there is only one that is perfect and God forbid you somehow lose/ruin that one bra, she'll make John Wick look like a choir angel.
I broke up with my girlfriend because they're trans. I was going to post this on Am I the A-hole, but I guess already know I'm the A-hole here. I, female 19, am a lesbian. I had been dating my girlfriend who identified as non-binary, she and they, and I was, of course, okay with it. I loved them more than anything. It was a wonderful relationship. Growing up I've had a lot of gender struggles myself. At this point I guess I identify as cis, because I don't even know what I am and I don't want to disgrace the trans community by labeling myself as anything. So I guess in a way I do understand the concept of being a gender other than cis, and I supported my girlfriend, who was okay with being called such, even being non-binary, and their gender identity was no issue with me at all. Recently my girlfriend came to me and told me they had a new set of pronouns. I asked what, and they said he and him. I was confused. I thought they were coming out as female to male, but he clarified he wasn't a man, but a he and him lesbian. I've heard of he and him lesbians on the internet, but I never really understood it myself. I know pronouns don't equal gender, but it felt weird to me, and I just couldn't be with him anymore. I still love him. I tried to explain how I saw it feeling wrong to me as a lesbian dating him, but he called me transphobic. Is he right? I don't even know anymore, but I don't know how to not be in the wrong. I feel like I've betrayed my own community by not being able to understand.
Actually text each other like, I'm meeting a guy allegedly named Brian here. If he murders me, here's his Bumble pic so he can be brought to justice. And then the replies like, you got it, girl, have fun tonight.
What has been the most destructive lie in human history? That you can wake up in the morning and just rest your eyes. Sugar isn't the problem, it's fats. Let's make everything fat-free and just triple the sugar content. Cigarette smoking is no more addictive than coffee, tea, or Twinkies. James W. Johnston. A specific historical example, in 1843, a man called Hong Shou-chuen claimed to be the younger brother of Jesus. This led to him starting the Taiping Rebellion, which caused the deaths of between 20 million and 70 million people. Then again, he probably believed it, so it might not count as a lie. Plastic is easily recyclable so long as the public does their duty to sort it and bring it to its designated waste area. The lead in this gasoline is perfectly safe.
So freaking angry that my brain decided I have this fetish now. I was a normal dude, like the typical things on a woman, then one day at the ripe old age of 27 my brain just decided for me that armpits, were somehow something it liked. Armpits? Are you kidding me? I hate it, I hate every bit of it. It could have been thighs, it could have been something semi-weird like cat ears, but no, it just had to be armpits. Do you know how frustrating it is to be walking by my wife, smelling that she has body odor and having the eldritch horror of excitement down there? Like, what am I even supposed to do with that? I've been asking my brain for months what the heck I'm supposed to even do with this information. It's an armpit, how are we banging it? Riddle me that, but no, there's no game plan, just some vague concept that armpit is the single hottest feature. Now I just get weak in the knees seeing my wife's armpits. How am I supposed to look that woman in the eyes and tell her that? I'm not sure what advice anyone could have for this, but if you have some, please let me know, thanks. Oh. Who is this? This is Kayla's boyfriend. Oh, what's up? Listen, I'ma just keep it real with you. I know she's been cheating on me with you and you're her side man and all, and you know what? I'm fine that, cause if she's happy then I'm happy. Thing is I'm messing with someone else too, so I was gonna ask if you can chill with her on Sunday so I can take my other girl out. Shoot man, that's a bet, don't even worry. What time?